Greetings, friends. Jennifer Nicole Campbell here, and today we're going to talk about how music is more powerful than social media. Now, that might seem like a strange topic that I'm sharing with you on this channel. Don't worry, we got the Music Musings episode coming up soon. But this is, I think, an important subject and an interesting one. I recently decided to get off the antisocial world of Facebook, if you will. It was getting very divisive and hateful, and I thought, I don't need this right now. It's just not a healthy thing. One of the other reasons was, and this is where I was thinking about it in comparison to music, when you post something on Facebook, you have some possibilities. You can comment on what someone says, or you can react. Reactions. We know that reactions aren't always the best thing, right? We say stuff we don't mean, and our words carry more weight than we realize sometimes. But these reactions, there are 7 of them. You've got like, you've got love, you've got care, you've got wow, you've got mad, and you've got happy. And I thought at a certain point how limiting, how absolutely limiting to the human experience and our whole array of emotions to say that we have to limit it to one. And so you just end up you just toss things in these bins. Oh, well, this makes me happy, this makes me sad, this makes me angry. And then, I think ultimately we're kind of condensing all these wonderful, vast array of feelings we have into these little categories. And music is so different than that, isn't it? And so I want to share with you a melody from Grieg's Piano Concerto in A minor. I'm sure you recognize this is the first movement. You recognize the timpani rolls and the piano comes in dramatically. That's quite a dramatic entrance, one of the most dramatic in a piano concerto. The third movement, however, has this absolutely gorgeous melodic line. It's at the heart of the movement. It's after the piece begins with this rambunctious dance, but middle of the movement we have this melody. And as you listen, I want you to think about how it makes you feel. What kind of different emotions is Grieg exploring? Continues with that melody again in octaves. What a gorgeous melody. First of all, you might say, well, that's just beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful. And there's no real need to define it with words. Of course, I love talking about music. That's one of the things I love to do on this channel. But to me, the piece begins and it's very pastoral, almost like looking out at a great field. You're filled with wonder, you're filled with awe, or maybe it's like looking out at the Grand Canyon. There's no way to describe the colors and the textures and the beauty and the majesty of looking out at the Grand Canyon. Another experience I have associated with performing this piece, last time I played it with the wonderful New York Symphony Orchestra, and at intermission after playing it, a woman came up to me and she had tears just welling up in her eyes, and she just looked at me, and I she was holding my arms, and my only response was just to give her a big embrace. And there was something there that she felt in the music. And I couldn't say, oh, well, she was sad, or she was happy, or it was happy tears. I didn't need to define it. But I felt something in that embrace that I felt from the music, too, the way that, playing this melody. And I think that's almost a portrait, right, of that's what we want music to do. We want music to get into our under our skin. We want it to get into our being, our very being, our heart, our soul, and to create openness, and to the wonder and beauty of what we call life. And that's something that social media just can't do. And so I hope that maybe with this message you'll spend a little less time on that stuff and more time listening to some beautiful music. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.